Niaje? Nilikuwa naangalia tu niaje Jupiter. So nilikuwa naangalia hizi forex pairs like zinafanya nini. Nice one, nice. Mkoji buys nice. Yo shikilia hapo, shikilia. Na ulipata re-entry. Yani poa mazee. Poa sana. So una target okay, so una trade RR ama like una trade aje? So una target high gani? TP yako iko wapi? So I'm looking at this Euro USD. Kama iko heavy bado iko chini. Okay. So EU, if it wants to trade higher, then I want to see if it can trade above that level with speed and distance. So can it do this? Na target 1.3 as well. 3R target, otherwise 32.16 is valid. Okay. So let me see 32.16. Our previous week's high. Okay. Low, high, lower, low. This level also significant, and also we have in this fair value gap. So sijui kama itaweza cheza hapa kingojea EU ama EU sijui inataka kufanya nini. Euro USD is so unpredictable. Kwa choki. But then kwa daily, let me see. On the daily chart. We're still trading inside that fair value gap. Daily fair value gap. when trading euro, AUG, you always look at euro pound. Okay, so what is pound doing? Okay, I normally don't look at pound, but then might be interested. Okay, so how do you go about that correlation? Euro USD and pound. So in the 4H I can see this level here. Yeah, so for 4H we're also having this fair value gap in the 4H. So far we've just weak into the lower quadrant, bodies stay above the consequent encroachment, so that's something for me. Yeah, so kama hiyo daily fair value gap, 4H fair value gap, nimefanya hivyo. So let me see inside the 1H. So 1H tulikuwa na hii yote and we were having this level here, that high. Okay, mzee, we should link up, we cook something nice for people. Okay, so like una live stream ama Jupiter? Let me check. So Jupiter, do you live stream ama? I've been silently trading in my own. Never kuweka content on. Okay, that's great. Yeah, ufai kuogopa, just showcase your work, you know. Yeah, so chenye nakwanga ni for the start like you won't have an audience, something like that, but then with time your people will just find you. Okay, tutorial and some stuff on TikTok and YouTube. Okay, that's great. So let me just remove this. So I want to see if it can trade above this level. So you see this order block, if it can trade above this level with speed and distance, then yeah, hello Prince, if it can trade above this level with speed and distance. Amelia mini veteran. Anyway, yeah, just send them my way. So I want to see around this level, if we can trade above this level with speed and distance, then by that I'll know what to do. So yeah, so ndio yote ninarudi. Prince ni aje? So let me see GU. So this is nice. So we're also having this level here. So So naona imerudi, imeacha fair value gap hapa, ikarudi after taking out this high. So we want to see what happens, and tukiangalia time. So you guys mnajua ukiangalia ukitrade forex, then New York session inaanzanga saizi 7 am, that's saizi saa 9. Saizi tuko DST. Yeah, so saizi the fact that tuko DST, sasa London session ina open saizi saa 9. So si London session, I mean the New York session. Yeah, New York session. So this was nice. So juu hiyo imeenda, acha tuangalie juu hiyo imeenda, acha tuangalie hiyo. So imetrade kwa hii fair value gap, but I want to see how it wants to trade to this level. So unaona hiyo fair value gap, so can it give me something big, something with momentum, you know? If it can do something like that, then like tutakuwa tunarudi huko chini, because we'll be having this low, this high, this lower low. So this last up close candle hii itakuwa breaker block, so tupe na fair value gap hapa, tutakuwa tunaitumia. So hivyo ndo una frame moves zako, but only ikifanya vitu kama hizo. Right now Binance anacheza huku chini. Ime trade back into this fair value gap. So if fair value gap, so can it balance it? I may feel a gap. But then right now ime offer buy side up to this level. So kuna hiyo part imebaki. So ime offer buy side, hiyo part imebaki. So right now inarudi kwa hii level nimemark hapa. Hii sasa ni IFVG. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. So I want to see support price going higher. But then if we are bearish, then we don't expect for this level to hold. But if you are going to be bullish, then unaanza kuframe kila kitu hapa. So if this level holds price, hapa bila displacement huongo. Yeah, so that's why I want to see if it can give us a displacement here around this level, because right now it has been sloppy. So if it can give us displacement around this level, then I can trust it going higher. But then if it fails to do something that I want here, then itakuwa tricky. So leo kuna news gani hata sijaangalia. bila displacement uongo. Try your level. So hii breaker kuna hii low, kuna hii lower low, na kuna hii swing high. So kuna hiyo high, acha niweke that. So simply what happened hapa ni low, high, lower low, low, high, lower low, low, high, lower low, shift. Wale wa trade OTE, return into this breaker block, fair value gap hapa chini. So imefail kufika kwa hii, but kuna hii fair value gap hapa chini, so imerudia na ndio hiyo. So watu kama kina Jupiter wameishika, so that's great. So we want to see if it can draw to this level. So this is our next target. Buy side liquidity. Buy side liquidity. And so hii high tushatoa, na pia kuna hii high ndogo hapa. So tushatoa hii. So next ni hiyo buy side liquidity, and also around the E level hapa kuna hii breaker block. Hii ni rejection block. So hii rejection block na hiyo buy side liquidity. So I love that. And also kuna hii high hapa. So you want to see if it can expand into this. Yes, hapo juu kuna hiyo fair value gap. So can it give us that? We'll wait and see. Here, hairy rejection block. So user nani? So hadi umeingia kwa hiyo move. So hiyo hii hapa yeah, hi Kingsley, have you been? So if it can respect this IFVG, so right now we tray above it after taking out this low and this low. We've closed above it in as much as there is no displacement, but then you want to see how this IFVG is going to, if it can hold this price. Okay, so if it can hold it, so if it can hold it, I want to see it take this level with speed and distance, you know. So if it can do something like that, then I'm going to be forced to trade this low, high, lower, low. So I'm going to trade this as a breaker block. Yeah. So as it's trading around here, I want to see fair value gap. So something like that. So if it can do something like that, then we'll be targeting easy highs Ukuju. That is only if it wants to go higher. So guys, I want us to look at this DXY. So what is it doing? So let me begin from the weekly. So DXY. So let me just take you. Okay, so what has it been doing? So you are having this, so let me remove this. So this DXY, dollar index. So what has it been doing on the weekly? On the weekly, so we've been having this, we've been having price do this. So we had this low, we had this high. So previously that was our dealing range. Okay, so this dealing range from that high to this low. Okay, so what happened? Yeah, so what happened is we create this low, create this high, came and took out this low. So immediately price took out this sell side liquidity. So immediately price took out this low sell side liquidity. The next draw is buy side liquidity. Okay, so took out this sell side liquidity. The next draw is buy side liquidity. So we tag that. Okay, so inside this price right now, so our dealing range now. So when you're looking at the dealing range, so we have the discount and the premium. Yeah, so these are discount level. Gonna relatively equal highs. Yes. So in our discount level. So inside our discount level, so which PDRA matrix do we have? So we are having this. So in this uptrend, so we are having down close candles. So these down close candles represent order blocks. So we are having this bullish order block. Okay, so we are having this bullish order block. So OB simply means order block. And so again, so these are at discount level. So we are having this bullish order block. We also having this order. So at our discount level, we are only having this. So at the premium, we are having this order block also, and a fair value gap. Order block. So it's still a bullish order block, and we are having this fair value gap. So we are having that fair value gap. So guys, this is the weekly time frame for the DXY. That's the dollar index. Okay, so at our premium level, so this is our premium level, from that level to this high. So these are our premium level. This is our discount. Okay, so premium and discount. This is the premium. So premium simply means it's expensive. Yeah. Then the discount is cheap. So price will always seek cheaper prices and then run higher to an expensive price. When it's expensive, it needs to be selling. But then if we are selling, then we have to be looking at these levels. So this order block, this fair value gap. Yeah, so we want to see if this fair value gap can hold price and push it higher. Okay, so if it wants to push it higher, then we look at what price is doing. So here we are having this volume imbalance. Okay, so we are having that volume imbalance. So these things are these things really attract price. So these are the magnets where price is drawing to. So volume imbalance. So let me just that color fine. So let me 16. Yeah, so volume imbalance. So what happened, immediately we left this level, price simply traded back into the lower portion of the volume imbalance, and then we saw that decline, that fall. Okay, the upper proportion might hold dollar index, or there's a order block. Yeah, so we're just going to be watching, because we've also traded above the. So the main reason why I normally love fair value gaps is because I really understand the properties of a fair value gap. So right now we've traded this price traded here, the wick did the damage. So yeah, so wick did the damage and traded into the opening price of this order block, and then we had that nice rejection. So after that nice rejection, we are having this fair value gap. So what is this fair value gap doing for us? So let me show you guys something. So I want to shade, allow me shade this to purple. So we are having that high, this high, and this candle slow. So one straight pass, so that's a fair value gap. But which type of fair value gap? So there's a BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficient. So it's inefficient in sell side delivery. So price has to offer sell side liquidity into this BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So we trade lower into it. Price, the wicks do the damage. So we are not really concerned about the wick. So the wick only trades into this bullish order block, and then we see that nice rejection. So price remains around the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. So which fair value gap? There's BC. Okay, so there's immediately you see something like that. So with this, you come to the market with an expansion than that we might try to draw higher. Okay, so if we might try to draw higher, then on the early days of the week, we want to see if this level is going to hold price or what is it going to do. So most of the time I normally treat Mondays to give us insights. Okay, so you use Monday for insights. So the price action has been created on Monday, so you're going to be using that dealing range of Monday to frame your trades, to frame your narrative on the coming days. So that is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So from that, you're going to understand that if we are going to be bullish, then expect low of the week to form on the early days between Sunday to Wednesday. And if you're going to be bearish, then expect high of the week to form between early days of Sunday to Wednesday. Okay, so once you know something like that, then this now becomes easy. So next time frame we're going to look at is the daily chart. Okay, so this was the weekly. We've taken out this high. So if these levels are really going to hold, then we expect for price to draw into. Okay, so we're also having this week, so we're going to have the quadrants of this week. Yeah, so from the rejection block till that high, so from this open to that high, so midpoint, consequent encroachment of this week. So the midpoint here is slightly lower to this high. Okay, so if we are going to close above this midpoint, then we expect for this high to be taken out, and so the volume imbalance also to be taken out. And also remember, above here we're also having this rejection block, this level. Yeah, so above price we are having so many things to look at. Below price we're also having this. So if it fails, if it trades below this fair value gap during this week, then we expect for this fair value gap to now become an IFVG. So IFVG, what's the property of an IFVG? So we anticipate for the IFVG to hold price going lower. Okay, so by that we'll be seeking lower prices. So on the now on the daily chart. Okay, so remember this was our discount this is our discount level, this is our premium level. So right now we are trading at the premium, okay, of this range. So from this, so we are having a daily range, so from this low to this high, okay. So what now happens is that we want to see this level hold price and try trading higher. So if this level is going to hold, so remember here we were having that weekly fair value gap, okay. So if this level is going to hold, then we expect for either low of the week to form between today and Wednesday. That is if we are going to be bullish. So on the daily we are having this, okay. So on the daily chart, so we are having this small order block, and then we are having this fair value gap, okay. So this fair value gap, this order block, but then this one is small, really small. So what I normally like to do is, if I see something like this, then I normally don't love using such an order block. So I normally don't expect for it to hold price going anywhere. So I normally expect on such days when price is trading around this level, so I normally like to sit on hands, okay. Above price we are having this fair value gap here. So let me just change the coloring. I want to put white. So we are having that fair value gap, and also around that level we are having this volume imbalance. So these are some of the things that we'll be watching, okay. These are some of the things that I'll be watching. These are some of the things that I'll be watching. So let me just give it a heavy lighting. So that volume imbalance. So volume imbalance simply means we are having two candles. The bodies do not touch, but then the wicks overlap, okay. So the bodies do not touch, but then the wicks overlap. So you can see how the bodies do not touch. So this opens here, closes here. This opens here, closes here. But then the bodies do not touch, unlike this one. So you see for this one, the bodies touch, okay. This one bodies do not touch, and also this one bodies do not touch. So we want to see how it will be trading. So around that price level we are having this weekly bullish order block, this weekly fair value gap. So on the daily, let me see. So yeah, on the daily we are also having this small fair value gap here, so in form of a CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency, CB. Let me just mark it. Yeah, we are having that small CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So we're also watching that. So price trade into it, and so we see that nice reaction there. So it's kind of sensitive to price right now, okay. And also we're also having this fair value gap. So now we want to see if it can act as an IAVG. So we're having this fair value gap. So the fact that we had this trade pass we close below it. So can it hold price? So at first trade, so we opened, traded higher, and then so this IFG held price around last Friday. So last Friday this level supported price, so we had that nice close. So right now we want to see if it can also hold price going lower, or is it going to close above. So if we close above, what we'll expect will happen is simply we expect for this level to now, once we close above it, we expect for this level to do something like this. Now hold price going higher. So that's what we anticipating. Okay. Now on the 4H. So on the 4H, now this is what we are having. On the 4H here, we are having now there's a fair value gap. So let me just remove this. Let me remove that. And so I just want to highlight this favor, highlight this favor, highlight this favor. So right now we offered, we only offered sell side liquidity, and right now the fact that we've traded into it, so that means that we've offered buy side. Okay, buy side delivery now. So below price we were also having this BC now. There's fair value gap also. So that's the reason why you see price trade into this fair value gap. So as it was trading lower, so it opened, traded back into this other fair value gap. So this, you see these candles high and these candles low. So there's a BC. So it only offered buy side. So there's DXY. So only offered buy side delivery. So now price trades draws into this BC, so offering sell side liquidity now, and then we see that nice rejection. So the fact that it rejected this level, so price traded, went and closed, opened here, we drove liquidity lower into this BC, and then closed above the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap, this 4H fair value gap. So right now this level is now trying to hold price, yeah, but then looking at the higher time frame, the weekly, we're having this weekly fair value gap. So, and we traded into the weekly bullish order block down here. So price left this level, yeah, traded higher, and we had that, and right now this is the only thing holding price. So you want to see, can this can this BC hold price going higher? Yeah, and also if you can check above here, we're having this volume imbalance also. Also having that volume imbalance. So simply volume imbalance, simply two candles, the wicks overlap, the bodies do not touch. So we want to be watching. So if this level is going to hold price, then we want to see, can we push it higher, or are we going to continue going lower? So that's what we want to wait and see. So and Mercure, apart from this BC, we're also having this order block. So price left this point, and then started rallying higher. So as it was trading higher, so we were having this down close candle. So any down close candle in an uptrend, so that's a bullish order block. So this one also a bullish order block. a bullish order block. So yeah, we had that nice rejection into this BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficient. So we offered sell side. Yeah. Now we want to see, can this level hold? Hold price going higher. So if it's to hold price going higher, then the next thing we're going to look at is this volume imbalance, and then the buy side liquidity. These highs here. So but if this level is going to hold, then we're going to be looking at this low and also this low, and now this order block, this last down close candle with a bigger range. So the 1H, so 1H, still we're having this fair value gap in form of a CB. So there's fair value gap, there's candles low, there's candles high, so there's one straight pass, so there's a fair value gap in form of CB. So this in the 1H. So yeah, so look at the body closes. So we are closing below the consequent encroachment, and now it's doing that. So in the 1H, it's not that clear, it's not really clear on what it wants to do. So what we know is that this level is now holding price, so in the 1H, but then it's not still clear on what it wants to do. So you can merge your analysis on the on the higher time frames, and then implement them here. So 15 minutes. So it's just been accumulating here on the 15 minutes. Nothing really important. So we've just been having this back and forth movement. So the only time it moved was around the London Open. So just around the London Open, that's the only time it tried moving. Gave us this fair value gap, and so we see it hold. So will it really hold price going higher? We don't know. We'll just be waiting. So this now has traded into this level. That rejection. And so we're having that nice reaction there. Okay. Gold sell now. Entry. So this G, I mean EU ilikuwa imekataa. So this level that I marked so it failed to trade above this level with speed and distance, so it failed. So there's fair value gap, held price. So let me just show you something. So we see there's a candles remain below the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. So remains below. And then we had that final displacement. Yeah, so driving price around this level. So comparing EU and GU, so GU, the buyers for GU were clean. Yeah. So let me quickly look at gold. So gold. So the daily. So yeah, if you can see our analysis for gold for, was it last week or what? So this is the daily. So last week and the other week, so we were bullish. If you can see all of them, yeah. So we were bullish, and that happened. So now let me remove all of these. So you're having this fair value gap here. So we trade into this fair value gap, and also we are having this mitigation block. This low, high, lower, low. So fair value gap, this level again, and so we rejected and closed above the consequent encroachment. So this level is kind of promising, but then we'll wait and see. And also we're also having this IFVG. So this one, this IFVG. So like price image trade, yeah. Price trade into it. Yeah. So on the 4H, so on the 4H, what are we having? we're having this fair value gap here, fair value gap, but then what has price been doing? So it's been doing this. Yeah. So fair value gap into this fair value gap. So this fair value gap here. Yeah, tried holding price, but then it was really weak. Try back into this fair value gap, and then we had that. So if we are going to trade this first fair value gap as a breakaway gap, so we don't expect for price to return into this if we are really bearish. So if this level, this daily fair value gap is not going to hold price, then we're having this high, low, lower high. So these are failure swing, shifts, shift in structure, speed and distance. So there's IO Fed, so the fact that it doesn't want to return to offer buy side into this CD, yeah, so it keeps on doing that. Okay, so this is the level that held price. So in the level really hold price.